Greetings and salutations, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Just realized that my stream title was actually still saying Part 7. Whoopsie doodles. Yeah, so we're going to be hopping back into it. You may notice frame rate is a little bit different. It is not absolutely ideal, however, I will say color reproduction seems to be pretty dang good. I am actually using an app called DroidCam to do this stream. So I'm using my phone camera, which is normally a lot better, but I guess live streaming from it is a little bit different. It's got much better color reproduction than my normal camera, which I still have, I do have, but I'm not currently using it. I decided to do a bit of an experimental stream, so got that all set up, and also spent a good time yesterday getting my alerts in chat really sorted out, so now I shouldn't miss anybody if I get a follow or anything. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good, and I think at least the face cam will look pretty good when we are on a game. So with that out of the way, let's pop on back over and check this out. Alright, so here we are back in the game. Got our audio going. So hopefully nothing is super doubled or anything. Just because I'm monitoring the audio output from the game system. Because I'm trying to figure out any other way of capturing the audio. I've been doing it through the actual capture card this whole time, and then I've just been taking advantage of that. But if I want my alerts to sound, I think I have to use my desktop audio. I'm going to work on that and see. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get back to the game proper. So in the past couple of days, I did spend some time taking a look at the lore a little bit more. Some really interesting stuff there. Namely, because might as well show it off. If you're someone who is very lore focused, but you don't know exactly what you're looking for, there is a solution, and it's very awesome. And honestly, I can't remember if we took a look at it last time or not. So if you go to the search function, you have two options, searching by name and searching by keyword. Now, by name, it gives you an alphabetical list that you can choose, and it is every topic that you've unlocked so far. So it's when you know exactly what you're looking for. So you don't want to look at the more nebulous, overarching topics. You want to just say, what is specifically Hugo's deal? You can go over here to GHI, and then you're like, okay. Well, how about Hugo Kupka? And it takes you right in. And then notably, they do go through and update. Some of them do not change too much, like this one, talking about his awakening and some stuff, but then it changes a little bit. Instead of he has a little love for his country, then it starts talking about Benedicta specifically. Fast forward a little bit, and it gives an update to how he has changed, and then further on, a little bit more extra information. So there are multiple pages per character, per topic, even as more details show up or as things change for the individuals in the story. Now, my personal favorite, though, keyword. You can go overall and just check out, what about the people of interest? Icons specifically. Boom, click. You got a list of all the icons, and we even have a few that we have not seen yet, specifically Bahamut and Odin. So we can actually read a little bit about them, because we know they exist, but we've never met them. Like Odin, who I normally don't associate with darkness specifically, is apparently the Warden of Darkness. Atop his spectral steed, whose black blade is said to be sharp enough to split the very seas in twain. In Mark Twain. His latest dominant, the King Barnabas of Waloed. Which, that is the guy we met all the way back at the beginning when we did our demo. Gosh, over a month and a half ago. And then Bahamut, the Warden of Light, who we know is, what's-his-head, Dion. Very cool. And I feel like we're going to be running into one or the other. But yeah, this is awesome here. Like, specifically, what do they mean whenever they say the Beastmen? Well, you got the goblins, the Gigas, and you got minotaurs and orcs, which we have not seen yet. So that's pretty cool. Oops, wrong thing.
Did you learn
All right.
everything you needed?
But we are about to go to the Velcroy Desert, which I am really trying not to call the Velcro Desert. But I may, just for fun. So now we're finally getting away from the more European glades and moors and everything. We're in the desert. Something which I would love to have show up more in fantasy shows or games and stories, because there's going to be different biomes. And if you've got these, you know, world-spanning adventures, you're going to get to these different places.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Alright, I may be hearing double, so... oh well. For the good of the video. Alright, but yeah, the Velcroy Desert here. Excellent. This is such a refreshing change of pace. Again, oh, some chocobo tracks.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
True that. Oh, that's right. I had to remember my combinations. I hit the circle button for my iconic feat. Oh, and I forgot I switched. Goodness.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way.
Alright, Uncle Byron, this is not the time.
You let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived. You whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, falling brave.
But yeah, just like in Game of Thrones, how there's Westeros and there's Essos,
Run like the wind.
more fantasy things need to have diverse climates. I think the only one you're missing there is specifically a more jungle-like area. That's why I really enjoyed expansions in various Dungeons & Dragons campaign manuals. Specifically, the lands where tabaxis are. Oh my gosh. You got dinosaurs, you got rainforests and everything, ancient temples, a lot of stuff very, you know, Central America style, like very, very cool. So it's...
there she is, the good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
I will have to look at another map of, you know, the whole world of Game of Thrones, just to see. Because I know it gets warmer as you go south, like you'd expect, and it gets colder as you go north. But I know Essos has a whole north as well, and I don't exactly remember if we've ever been to that area, and I wonder if it's as cold or not. I know that there's the White Walkers, so there is supernatural cold up there.
Now doubt about it.
I don't know if that
And
is
such a long
why
ride
it's
from
so
Stonehenge.
cold there.
Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn.
I mean, it
Shall
is
we
cold
join?
enough that they have a giant ice wall, and it only ever partly melts or weeps,
Run along and
as
play
they say.
now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
I'm surprised Torgal is, like, not panting like crazy. If he's supposed to be a frost hound, this is, like, absolutely not his element. Torgal, you're out of your element. You're out of your element, Torgal. Am I the only one who gives a shit about the lore? Oh, sorry, gives a damn about the lore.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Chocobo soup with lentils and honey. Interesting. I don't tend to do too many sweet soups, like tomato soups can be quite rich. But that would be interesting. Or unless the lentils and honey are on the side. I don't think I've ever mixed lentils and honey together. Oh yeah, in the reading that I did, the little tubes that everybody has on their waist, that's actually where you put shards of crystals. So basically everybody carries around a crystal shard so they can do whatever magic they need. But I wonder if they're just not a magic user. Do they just think about... What? They're both in the same place.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
This is crazy. I will say that always frustrates me in a story is when two characters that are either closely related or should really meet each other just totally miss connections. I'm just always so frustrated. And I know that's pretty much the intention that they're going for, but sometimes it just gets really frustrating. That's happened several times in Game of Thrones.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead's skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Oh, but he's gonna turn huge, like... Too loud.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
I really wish I could get a hood to stay on like it does on the Uncle or Clive.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Especially the Uncle's. The Uncle's hood just looks so cool. It just is perfectly framed. Oh, of course, and then the one person she doesn't see is Clive.
talk, Your Grace.
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
For a split second there, I thought we were going to take control of her.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
Oh, it's not a fantasy story if the... Oh, really? I mean, can't fight on an empty stomach, I guess. Jesus!
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose.
Jesus.
Stay back, Uncle.
I like the fact that they animated it all over his beard. Far be it from him to pass up on a good meal, I guess. Ow! Alright, is she at least noticing that I'm using the Phoenix powers? Does that should clue her in, like, oh, hey, maybe we should travel with him or something? Jeez, that's a lot of bloody hides. Not exactly traveling light.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Okay, so she saw the whole thing. You saw me use my powers. Tell Joshua. Let me guess he's gone. Oh, he's still there. Just tell him. Oh God, that water is beautiful.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Oh, does he still have his sword? Yeah, I'm really wondering, like, how he came back and everything. Do you sense his presence? My phoenix sense is tingling.
Clive?
Why didn't it activate earlier? Doesn't like carrots. Oh.
It's nothing. Let's go.
I mean, I understand why he isn't telling Lord Byron that. But Clive knows. The feather and then the carrots. I love how they added that in for just a little bit of lore bits, and you could completely miss it.
Where are you?
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
They're all listening themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Won't you come and play?
Now this feels like a proper adventure.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of gazelle.
Uh-oh. Trouble?
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
To the questioning.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Platinum sword, boring. Don't need the hunter's waist cloth or the arm cloths. Breath of lightning. Okay. Lightning cooldown. Desert rose. 1,000 tables song. Nope, don't need any of that. Oh, apparently that is not one I need to talk to. Don't need to talk to him. Ah, over here. Greetings, traveling trader.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil?
Rosina Dalamil.
No, I can't say I do.
What can you say?
Thank you all the same.
Alright, now we gotta find someone running one of those engines. Oh. Genuine cactuar needles, imported from across the sea. Interesting. I heard that's one of the two enemies that does not show up in this game. The other one being a tonberry.
Are you now?
That's one funny thing whenever somebody plays a Final Fantasy for the first time. Wait, what? Oh, okay, they're gonna be over here. So I just ran all that way for no reason.
What do you want? Can't you see?
But yeah,
I'm busy?
people will
I won't keep you long.
end up running into a
I'm looking
Tonberry
for someone.
and not
woman
know
named
that they are
Rosina
going
Dunn.
to die.
Do you know her?
Or very likely
Never
going
heard
to
of her.
die.
Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
Alright, so
Right
we're
down
going
this
to
now.
the smith.
Sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Ah, you doth protest too much, Uncle Byron.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Greetings, Riverboat Captain.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Ferda. He's
Ferda.
been here for years. Knows the place and
Ferda
knows people like
boys.
the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Okay. Now it's telling us to basically do what we were trying to do in the
Sounds
first
like
place.
We have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
The first guy literally told us to look at the smiths, look at the bathhouses.
Excuse me. Are you Ferda?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Okay.
Do you think we can trust him?
No.
Only as far as I think he
I was gonna say only as far as we can throw
So
him.
you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Well, okay. Uh-oh, new enemy. Give him a chance to get up. Oh, dead! Just toying with him, toying with him! Ooh, 2 gill bugs. Okay. I'm not exactly hurting for cash. The only way I'd be hurting for cash is if I tried to buy orchestrion rolls, and I don't even know.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Yeah, not really.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Okay. Leisure. That is what you are. You're my golden lock.
Needed to a silken soft. Take a stiff, sir.
My carpet!
Is this the place?
How did I get here?
War's Forge. The Briar's Kiss. Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Everybody using code words and code names. I think people would be confused too. They wouldn't recognize Sid. They'd be like, who are you? You're not Sid.
He's supposed to sound like this.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
Ah.
I won't waste
Game
time.
recognizes game.
I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
His face. No, his life.
My trust. Everyone knows that.
Okay.
Without it, you have nothing.
Same with a journalist, I guess.
And nothing
Your
is
sources.
exactly what you have. And so
A
for
real
you,
journalist, I
do
should say.
have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why,
Well. What? Byron, come on, son.
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
Fetch quests. That's how it works. Fetch quests, always.
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Or else.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
Specifically, what would be the trouble?
Trouble! If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies.
Byron is
Word
not
of advice
cut out
and
for this work.
recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Oh boy.
It will
On the one
be
hand,
easy.
I understand why
Solving
he's
his
like
little riddle
distrustful,
will be like
but on the
teaching him.
second hand,
Child's
It's a little bit
Let us
petulant.
divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
I'm just surprised Byron ever had any negotiating skills.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil.
Oh, any extras over here? What do we got? Final sting for the best drop. Oh, that's it? Alright, just a variety of posters. Alright. Who is this?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
So stolen crystals. I will say that is one thing. So with these crystals, and it's also a bit of a change for a lot of the allegories, because if these crystals are supposed to be an allegory for, you know, fuel or other natural resources in that particular vein, this one you can use to make water where there is no water, which is a different order of magnitude than just, hey, we found oil in the middle of nowhere and we got to ship in a whole bunch of water. If you got the crystals, you can just make water wherever. Granted, I guess you would have to ship in the crystals, so it all circles back around, but if you had... Oh, okay, yeah, no. I guess it does loop around back again. But granted, you only need a couple crystals, whereas, like, you'd need to bring water and fuel for places. This, it's like all in one.
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a
Would
question.
be nice though, just bring a crystal and just
Delamil seems to be
drink some
thriving
water.
compared to the
And it's
other
just
villages I
infinite
came
water
away.
until it runs out of the crystal.
Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the mother crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Alright. Let's find out from the next person.
You wouldn't believe how much you gave me.
Ooh, a courtesan.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have
Was
an
that?
agreement with them?
Don't be stupid.
I don't think she was talking about the actual sword.
Stuck under some portal when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them
This
off.
game.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on.
Good lord, look at that water though.
Haven't learned anything of use.
Oh my gosh.
They'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Not only the water effects, but just the color of it. Oh. Oh, it's too much. It's much too much. But I wonder though, is it actually a fluid simulation tinted that color? Or did they color the ground and it's just clear liquid over the top? Because man, it really looks like actual water with how it refracts in the bottom. The only thing better would be if it was reflecting off some of the walls here. It's just based on the angles, it should be reflecting off something, but I don't think the PS5 is strong enough for path tracing of that magnitude. It definitely has what seems to be some. The fact that we've got no extra light coming in and we can see this back wall here. And we're getting it because it is reflecting off of this. Gosh. I just saw the episode of Visual Effects Artist React showing off the small soldiers concept. And oh my gosh.
The one who broke all our
Unreal Engine with their new path tracing, just
caused enough trouble already.
I'm looking for my pal.
incredible.
Have you seen him?
So absolutely photoreal.
Yes, he's upstairs, but
Animated films
I'll go and fetch him.
and cutscenes, at the very least, are going to be on a whole nother level in the next 5 years. Can't even imagine what it'll be in 10 years. Just seeing how everything's changed. I mean, it's hard to believe that I was born and Toy Story, the first one, was the pinnacle of visual effects.
Flush these days.
Okay. There. I'm like, where is this guy?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
Byron, what you doing?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
I heard those were cursed.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I
Okay,
do believe
okay,
I've
solid
snagged us
plan.
quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course.
Hey, man.
It's forbidden to trade in such things.
Got any crystals?
But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the...
Good lord, how rich are you?
But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
Can you, like, fund
Supply of crystals
our
is dried
army?
up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
Yeah, we got some pure uncut crystal.
Just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Sounds like a trap.
Perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
When things turn sour.
Of course.
I need a drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Ooh, treasure chest. 15 chunks of were-right. Okay. At time. So we can't go there. We gotta go back out the desert gate. Okay.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of...
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the campaigns I was playing in college that we did not get to continue, we ended up going on this big trip where we were supposed to go on this whole adventure into the desert, and my character,
Good girl.
he'd kind of undergone a whole transformation after finding a few items of interesting import, namely a eye patch that was pretty magical. However, I went out the north gate, not the desert gate. The eye patch would actually have a chance of doing a number of effects. Most notably, it could shoot out a laser beam.
Back to the stables, girl.
However, if I rolled a poor roll, I think like 1 to 5 or something, I would end up passing some stools out of my eye hole. Which is pretty funny when you're like, alright, I'm gonna laser ya, and then it's just, you know, dropping a log. But the eye patch ended up being cursed, and eventually I was kind of going crazy. But at the same time, I also found a fake mustache that just happened to have the side effect of eventually becoming a real mustache.
Caution, I bought it.
Thanks, girl.
And pretty quickly, my character, a drow rogue, he was initially just a classic rogue archetype and everything. But as they were sailing, and he got the mustache and the eye patch, and after purchasing a sizable hat to reduce the sunlight debuff, since I'm from the Underdark, he ended up calling himself Captain Kalinar Kalaza. And so he was full pirate. Full-on pirate. But once we got to the other side of the sea after sailing, we ended up on a desert continent.
I'll take it from here.
And I was so excited because I was going to change him from being a, you know, pirate captain. I was getting him, like, some goggles. I got him all outfitted in desert garb. I was so ready. And then one of our characters figured out
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
he could use the spell Banish to return us to our own dimension, because we thought we were stuck.
All the silver and stone
Based on the rules of the game.
at such short notice.
He did it as a joke. He's just like, oh, I'm going to banish him, and he's going to be gone for like 5 game minutes. Nope, he didn't come back. He was sent back to our normal world, and then we just banished everybody.
Of course.
Cleverly, at the very end, he cast Banish upon himself by looking into a mirror, and then we're all back in our own world. So, never quite got to do my desert adventures in D&D
You weren't
there.
lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh.
We have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Swedes.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Intriguing.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both.
I want the lingonberry pancake.
It's not over yet, Uncle. Good. I'm just getting warmed up.
There we go. Oh. More? I didn't even realize the battlefield was this big. Torgal, you got him cornered. I'll just pick up this item here. Really? More? Some fried chicken.
Farewell. All yours, Torgal. Thor.
Kind of forgot I have limit break as an option. Well, I guess the crystals are ours.
Well, that wasn't too
So we can
bad.
deliver them to everybody.
It's like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with
It's
the
like
warriors.
that's completely not the whole reason.
Now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army.
Now you've got
Until you
enough
two
crystals
came
to
along,
last
that
you like
is.
forever. Like that is a buttload of crystals.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Sounds risky.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
Sounds like half the people who found out that was his name.
Your end of the bargain, so I must do the
The
same.
main character's name is Clive.
Passage through the
What
south
the
gate,
heck?
was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
A little.
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
I mean, that would be a cool nickname, though.
Thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
Here, wear this.
Oh, another seal that we don't wear. Come on.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
It's a central mechanic in the game.
And please,
at least make it somehow visually represented somewhere.
Tell them that
Or,
Rosina Dalamir
better yet,
is
give
back
us an
in
option
bed
to
with
turn it on or off if we desire. We get so many seals, it's like... they literally serve no purpose. We get it as a key item. Which, I guess, is how it kind of worked all the time before. I just like it when, you know, new armor and new stuff is visually represented.
Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
To the crystal.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Ba-ba-ba-bum-bum-bum-ba-bum. All right.
Is it true?
Oh, side quests. All right, we'll knock out the side quests because who knows when the next time we'll be back here is.
Yes, they're quite sort.
Needed to a silken soft.
I guess it's kind of good. They only give you them like after you've completed the main quest, so you can get the main thing out of the way. Hello, Bathhouse owner.
Toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
You all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalamil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt
Interesting.
that my woes stem from the water's source, but I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Okay, sure, we'll find out why.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Interesting. So, the smell of sulfur, that means they're hot springs? Who in their right mind would want to go to hot spring baths in the desert in the first place?
They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Like, that just sounds like a terrible idea.
Weights and pots.
I know we said that they're like a little extra hot right now, but even then, if you're following the sulfur smell, they're coming out of hot springs to begin with.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Yes.
Sorry.
My mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luba's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never
Spirit
made any
of
kind of knife before. And then
the way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. Now, there's plenty of folk in Dallas.
Oh boy, talking to all the people, cooks, trade, let's look into it.
Every cook I can find.
All right.
Let's hope that someone says.
Hopefully no one minds, but basically I'm just gonna go through these side quests, and as much as the voice actors are fantastic,
I better get to it.
and I like the work that they put into it, and I like the stories of the side quests, sometimes they drag on a little bit, and I can read way faster than they're speaking. So as long as I get what I'm supposed to be doing, I should be fine. So from now on, I think at least for side quests, I'm just gonna read and then continue on.
Welcome, sir.
A question, if you don't. I need to know what makes a good...
You a blacksmith or something?
Something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Boom. Now if it stays sharp. I feel like that's kind of a no-brainer.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Just look at the
So we gotta search, alright? Try around the edge first. No. Okay. Anyone in here?
asking for you again. Plates and pots.
Alright, I guess we'll go to the upper area next.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
It would make
My carpets have pride of place.
Oh, we'll check over here real quick. And just for diligence, we will check the very edge over here. Because there would be nothing more frustrating than missing that. I believe there was at least one quest in like Breath of the Wild where if you didn't go along the edge of a building at a certain time, you would completely miss it. I think it was the sand shoes. And if you wanted to get the sand shoes, there was a very specific time that you had to go by this specific area outside of
I need to drink.
the Gerudo village or Gerudo town.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Okay, so nobody over there, which surprised me. Ah, okay. One over here. Oh, I see some bombs off in the distance. I'll have to fight them.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter.
I have a question.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps every time you...
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
I'm right there with
Let's
you,
hope Santa
Clive.
had better luck than I did.
Sweet incense. What silver platters. Made from the stoutest stoneware.
the most fragrant herbs and spices.
Yeah, I thought we were going to learn more about what the spirit of Dalamil would be.
So, you learn it?
Only that a blade should be durable.
All the cooks said were too heavy and...
So we're no better off than when perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything. That can't be right. No.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained. Trouble is, it's meaning someone is...
Is there no one else you can turn?
The other apprentice. A merchant. A favourite of... I bet she'd know a thing.
Okay. I'll check with a merchant.
Is it true what I'm hearing? That the men of the rock were carting off our crystals?
Yeah, in regards to Spirit of Dalamil, I'd be like, alright, what is the standard for the town? What do they have on their flag? Does Dalamil have a saying that everybody remembers? Okay, so we gotta go, whoops. Go back to the airship ruins. There we are, Ambrosia. Hi-ho, Silver.
Straight home now.
There's our target.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Really?
Bloody hell. I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some learning to do.
Intriguing.
Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done.
Limestone? Fine. Besides...
You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in...
Then I suppose...
Ha! I'm glad I decided to do this.
Right you are.
Because now I can kill two birds with one stone. I bet you that's exactly why they did that. They're like, look, we want to have these side quests that flesh out some things, but we'll just put them both at the same end goal. I think I'd be really frustrated if I didn't choose to do this one first. Because now we'll go, knock that out, complete the one on the way back, and then bingo bango.
No need to ride from here.
So we gotta go straight through town.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Yes, they're quite sought after.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Yeah, jumping way back on the topic of crystals and everything. So everybody's got them in their little containers. And quite literally, magic has been explained in this world as using ether to bring your imagination into reality.
What is it, Lubor?
Which is why I'm thinking you can hold a crystal and think, oh, water or fire.
Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
But it begs the question.
To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just
What
as
if you
I
thought of
thought.
darkness? Could you use
Then
darkness
allow me to
magic?
share a
Could you
secret.
put out a light with that?
Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Not before the cupcake does.
Okay. Very, very different.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Whoa. That's very interesting. On the lighting side of things, the rock is a lot more yellowish, I guess I would say, on my screen. But it is really blowing out the footage on there. Wow. Looking pure white.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Well, before we head back, I want to... Okay, so we got to go a good distance to get there.
Let's go.
Come on,
So still a diverse set of music genres being used in this. I mean, you've got the expected, you know, Eastern style music, but mixed with like
By the flames.
some down tempo jazziness. Part of me kind of wishes that, you know, me using my fire attacks would actually cause them to explode or something. Oh, the phone! I just realized what they're called. Bath bombs. Wow. That is freaking hilarious. But even again, like, these are straight up hot springs. Like, even without these guys here, I think they would still be very uncomfortable, especially in this heat. Wow, I actually managed to use that as a counter. Old Faithful? Oh god. Ooh. Making me bring out my limit break. I'll take out this guy just to make sure I'm staying focused. And there we go.
Let's cool things down a bit.
And now we'll just travel back to be able to knock out both of those.
Well, this is no good. I was hoping to get out.
I wasn't sure how much, but I hoped it.
You and that now.
Yeah, I've never heard of limestone being used to purify iron.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit,
A little
if you will.
primitive, I'd
It's a
say.
fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor...
That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry, Forge Master.
Let's take a look. First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy. Heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava.
Know your customers.
Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge.
If it was
For the
for a hunter,
I'd make it as
Tough
tough for the
Titan.
cook, light as a... And for the nobleman...
I'd make it cost an absolute fortune. So he tried to do all of it and failed.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it so much
Yeah,
for those
yeah.
spirit meaning.
You've passed your test.
And when I did...
Okay, cool. Alright, I may have warped through that, but we got the point. The lesson was driven home! We at least got experience for that.
My carpets have
The most fragrant herbs and
Alright, we'll finish off the bath quest.
plates and pots.
There he is.
And basins.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expected, that's...
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of... But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time...
Okay. Level up? Whoa! Alright. Goodness, that is a big jump for health, an extra 50 HP. Alright. Good stuff. Breath of the Inferno for ignition. Cooldown by 2. And, oh, more Scarletite. Okay, I did actually need that. Alrighty. Cool. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a brief break because it's been about an hour and 20 minutes since I started streaming. So, want to generally keep actual action to about 2 hours or so. So what we're going to do is take this break. We will be back in a couple moments. Stay tuned. Alright, everybody, we are back again. Was a good break. Okay, I am recharged and ready to go. Let's go ahead and hop back into the game. So we're going to be traveling past the terraces because we are making for Drake's Fang.
Ready, go? Yeah! Come on, girl, again.
Now that we've got Titan's powers, I'm assuming we will have an opportunity to fight full-on Titan very soon here. Wasn't long after we got Benedicta's powers that we fought Garuda. I think we're going to catch up, and in his desperation to either protect the Mother Crystal or just to get his revenge, he's going to smash. Cool. Jaw Obelisk activated. Jaw Obelisk.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Intriguing.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
The parting of ways.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize.
For the bar incident?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
You're still alive to make amends, at least.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers.
Wasn't doing exactly a good job, at least from what I remember in the prologue.
Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways.
Hey, parting
Wish
of
me
ways.
luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band.
Well, okay. Good. I'm like,
Then-
you can financially help out, dude.
Till then, Go safely, Uncle.
Into that sweet afternoon.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you.
Cupcake.
Kuka.
So Drake's Fang is a big open mountain. Okay, so what I thought is correct. There's a crystal in the middle of it. But that's just weird. Out of all of them, they all look so very different. One sticking into a volcano over here. Now that it's gone, it's just vanished. The one over here, that was like a big tower. And here, you just got a crazy pillar. And another one. Most of them are pillars. Even the red one over here, the fire one was. This one seems to be just stuck in the ground. Very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. I'm still calling they're from space or something. Which is just so interesting. Does he think, oh, medieval, blah, 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 blah. Oh no. He's got metal hands like Jamie.
Why do they start?
Because they played you like a damn fiddle.
What has that gutter rat done to me?
Street rat.
Out of my sight, witch!
I mean, at least they could have given him, like, hook hands or something so he could poke his food.
I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would
He
be
did
dead.
humiliate you.
I truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued.
Titan would have ground him into dust.
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
Yeah, I'm surprised that guy isn't a dominant or something. Back before I realized that Jill was Shiva's dominant, I could have sworn he was going to be like Shiva or something.
You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
Well, first thing you're gonna need to get a grip. Oh, he's hanging out down there?
Heart.
Wait, what?
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation.
Are we gonna be
Perhaps
begrudgingly
you could take
buddies?
advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man.
Powering up?
But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon.
Mm-hmm.
Like Benedicta Harmon.
Interesting that he knows about that.
She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did.
Alright, I need to know who this Lord Harbard is, because... Lord Commander of the King of Walud's armies, Harbard is known as the Constant Knight for his reason of unchanging icy demeanor, unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas's complete trust, having been filled with full command of the Royal Order of Knights despite his apparent youth. The scene in which he evacuated Hugo from Roslith Castle, however, remains a mystery. So he's working for Odin. Now I need to know. Okay, Drake's Fang is one of the mother crystals. It's blue? That looks like a very icy looking thing. Unlike its sisters who jut out from the earth, it's completely enclosed within a vast hollow of an ageless mountain. Its citrine fingers reaching toward the barrow's heart. Excavation has over the centuries showered the Dolomex with substantial fortune, and as such is seen as a symbol of the nation's prosperity. Okay, have they just been mining it so much that it flattened out like that? It's like a caldera. That answers my two questions.
I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
I guess this still counts as Cupcake's Revenge. It's just part 8 instead of part 7.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
It's very strange because that crystal does not look like the same color on the outside.
You thought it here? Very well. It shall be so.
How? What?
You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Okay. I had a feeling this guy had much more to do with things than he was letting on. And that's like the second or third time they've said mythos. Is that what Clive is? I'm pretty sure that is not showing up in the Active Time lore. That's supposed to be a secret. Uh-oh. Whoa. Are these the orcs? Holy shit, I think these might be the orcs.
Orcs.
Aha! See, they didn't have a picture, so I was like, I wonder. Hello, hello, Abby Lawrence. I'm doing alright.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Aw, snaps. Into the darkness. It's fantastic. Been taking me a while playing it, primarily on stream and everything. If I was playing offline, I probably would have finished it like that first weekend. Hey, the sound effect did still work. Excellent. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, I cannot recall orcs ever being in any other Final Fantasy, at least off the top of my head, so I was surprised to see that orcs were a thing in the lore journal, and even more surprised to see them now, of all places.
Taken over the entire mine.
I have played, in part, everything except for 5. And I own everything except for 5, 9, and 13, 1, and 2, and Lightning Returns. should have blocked there. I play a wide variety, especially, you know, remasters of classics and everything. Just actually got the upgrade for Sonic Origins, and I'm going to be playing through as Amy, especially in Sonic CD at some point here.
Much for the men of the rock.
But yeah, I play a really wide variety, but mostly adventures, I guess. Things that have a good story and engaging gameplay. Granted, I have been known to play FPSs quite a bit. A big Doom fan am I. Far out. Come on, come on. And gotcha. Still not down. Oh. I think I'm beginning to see a pattern here, Abby 1 Lawrence. This would not be the first time that I've been given a offer like that. But yeah, I think I'll stop you before you get too far. Not interested in a scam. I know, I had 0 viewers, so easy mark, but no thanks. But the follow still counts, so that's something out of it. Alright, let's check the map. That's the lore. No map. Okay. We're just gonna guess our way through this. Nope, not over there. Unless this was all just a deviation in the first place. We'll go back where we came from. Yep, that seems to be the case. No, never mind. Unless I just completely overlooked where I'm supposed to go next. Maybe I'm supposed to push those doors open. There's a handle. Okay. Favor of lightning, lightning rod. Wow, so is that just the crystal, like, all the way through?
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Far out. That was surprisingly good. Okay. Big boy orc.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
I didn't even realize sneaking past the other guys was an option. To be frank, I did not even realize that an orcish warlord would be able to teleport like that. Poor execution on that one. Oh, I should have pulled him down. Ah, oh, damn. There we go. Just gotta use a little bit of that strategery. Wow. So instead of being just one big crystal, it is an ass load.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal.
I mean, I guess it's awesome that they have a variety of crystals. They're not all just the same kind.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the mother crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Crazy reverse Caldera situation. What is this guy's deal?
Trial begin.
Spirits within. As in Final Fantasy Spirits Within? Ah, timed it wrong. There we go, 28k. Ah, that's how you do it. Oh. I don't like that.
That hurt, Torgal.
Alright, not bad. And there we go. Brah! Taking him out. Made some quick work of him there. Just missed out on a couple of the pull downs, but works nonetheless. Didn't really use too many items either.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Okay. So the reason he's able to use everybody's power is because he is Mythos. And quite frankly, I can't remember
The orcs do this too.
if Mythos has shown up in anything else before. I'd have to look that back up.
More of them. What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Good question. For him, at least. For us, we know exactly what's going on. They are absolutely here for you. Bravery. Some opponents will use of bravery to invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Okay. Their defense is not terribly high. Got to take those guys out quick. Would be good to be able to figure out where they're at, though. Keeps teleporting. That it? Okay, sounds like that's it.
First orcs, now these nightmares.
Sweet, all of our items are refilled as well. And a lich, uh-oh. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. And... come on. And there we go. Okay, not that way, obviously. No. That's right, Torgal. But we were just there, buddy. Oh, I see. There was a door in the middle. It just blended in, I guess. Yeah, I guess I should have used those animal instincts earlier. I kind of forgot they were a thing until that moment. There's no need to be frustrated. Who will tell you where to go?
Busy, Kupka.
Just gotta hand it to you. Or I was here admiring your handiwork. He's just lucky I didn't make a Hulk smash joke with those Hulk hands earlier. That is pretty rad.
The heart.
Ah.
He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal.
Reverse upheaval, okay. Nice. Back down the stairs we go. Yeah, we are full up on our health and materials, so we should be set for continuing this quest, no problem. Alright, couple of liches probably.
Just what I needed.
Come on. I'm almost guaranteeing at least 1 or 2 liches once these last guys are done. A bunch of raids. Remember, specters first. Take those guys out. Come on. There we go. Now we focus on the group of raids. And now we're gonna get more? Okay. I guess that is the last of them. A knight? Or just Kupka? Oh, interesting. It still turns blue at the bottom.
My everything. I've missed you so much.
Wait, what?
Kuka!
Intriguing.
I swear to you, my love. We will never be parted again.
Did she return to like the ether, and is there something like showing up? This is very intriguing. Wait, what?
You got away from her. Benedicta!
Well, that's disturbing.
I'll kill you, Roscoe!
He's full pumped and primed.
Oh shit, he's priming.
He's morbing! We've got to stop him! He's morbing! Clive, yes now. This is the time you want to turn into a freaking icon. All other times, like, this is the time. Ah, that high-pitched sound though.
Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
Yo. So wait, this guy isn't Joshua? Who the hell is this guy then? I am so confused. I thought it was Joshua, and I thought it was Ultima, but Ultima's inside of Joshua, so I have no idea who this guy is. Fuck yes! It has been too long since an Icon fight. It may only be like, what, 3 or 4 episodes, but in reality it's been like 2.5 weeks? 3? Maybe? I've lost track of time. Oh no, he still doesn't have hands. I thought he would have had his hands back. Never mind. Question is, does he keep them when he powers down? Oh, I guess he won't have a chance to find out. Alright, so what do we do for this one? Oh, okay, this is still like the other one. Wow, this is like the most normal feeling fight. I do like how the damage does scale up. Like, it does make sense how much damage I'm doing, but... Wow, okay. For a second there, I was like, man, I don't know if this scale really makes much sense. And then I saw the actual Mother Crystal in the background. I'm like, wait a second, no, it makes sense. This was always just an enormous cavern. Just considering that opening cutscene, though, it's just like, holy crap, like... Like, even Ifrit is a lot bigger than I anticipated. Okay. Guess that was just a dodging test.
Nice trick. But if you can do it, then so could I!
Okay. You've learned Brimstone? Oh, wow, okay. That's like the whole cavern, dude. Stone's throw? Yeah, that's one hell of a stone. Jesus Christ, it's like a ship. Okay, learn Brimstone from Titan. R2 plus square. Okay. Ifrit is invulnerable to damage while charging Brimstone. Suffering an attack, however, will automatically trigger the explosion. Ow. Oh! I did not expect that drop kick there. Man, he is a nimble SOB when you get him into an area like this, I guess. A precision brimstone. Makes me wonder if we're going to learn some more abilities from other icons later on. Ow. There we go. Precision brimstone times 2. Come on, break that. Staggered. Whew, 200,000. Come on. Because this is happening in the mountain, though, I don't think this really sells what the real scale of this is. Ow. Oh, that was it. Wow, that must have been a good brimstone. I took out a whole bunch of his health then. What is that? Uh-oh. Eating the crystals? Mayhap I spoke too soon? Okay. Now this will really sell the scale, I think. Oh no! He's bigger now? Whoa, what? I did speak too soon. Holy shit, what the fuck is this? Okay, they definitely knew. They're like, man, you know, people are probably gonna think this is disappointing, which is why we're gonna surprise them. Whoa! God, this sounds like Jet Set Radio practically. Oh, ow, ow! Oh, okay. Ow! These are harder to dodge than I thought. What the hell? He's almost like a mixture of like Leviathan and Titan. He's got giant rock dogs. This is wild. This is wild. Whoa! Oh! Hey, Tone. This guy, he's got these rocks coming at us. He just busted his own. Jesus. You know what this feels like? It's a Sonic the Hedgehog game. It's a modern Sonic game. Not nearly as fast, but basically the same mechanics. Oh no! I hit square instead of circle. I thought it was gonna be one of those slappy slaps. No, it was a cinematic evasion. Oh no. I'm sure that was supposed to go a lot better. Uh-oh. Oh, am I just paying the price now? This is just a long, protracted death. Okay, there we go. This is what I was thinking. Oh, this is the first I'm noticing is his name is Titan Lost. He looks incredible. We took his arm off.
I've got you now.
You're armless. Oh, I just attacked the fingers. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just attack the limbs. Aw. This is absolutely wild, though. Oh. Aw, did it just get too close there? Whoa! Aww. Come on, you just gotta stun him. Okay, jumped over that one. Somehow couldn't jump over that one. Oh no. There we go, he's staggered. Oh gosh. What's gonna happen? Just wail on his arms? Oh, that really wasn't much time for staggering. New phase? Okay, now cinematic evasion. Oh! I can't believe I got that one. No, 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 no. Oh, backhanding. Okay. Come on. Wham, wham, wham. Granite rain. He's throwing rocks, yes, that is its name. Granite rain. One lands on, you'll never be the same. Ah, I dodged right into it. Oh, hey! I managed to jump over that one accidentally. Oh no. God, this is really ridiculously crazy. Oh great, there's more of my platform gone. Effectively, he's just destroyed that entire city. Because this dude is like beyond gigantic. He's quite literally titanic. There we go. There we go. That's how we like it. Okay, good. I'm glad I waited there. I'm like, please let it be dodged. Oh. Oh. Goodness. That at least took a couple chunks off. We're only like halfway there. And we've got one healing item left. Those careless mistakes. I'm invisible. I'm invisible. I'm invisible. knows? Immediately I saw that and I was like, no, no. More of the granite ring. Not gonna do any fancy moves, just gonna casually move out of their path. That's all we gotta do. Don't overthink it. I jumped too late there. Here we go again. Stone's throw. No, just slap him. Here's the stone's throw. Still don't know how I'm timing those precision dodges there. Come on, so close to stunning him again. Alright, jump! No, jumped earlier. Oh crap. I'm able to jump the backhands a lot easier, it seems. Oh, scheisse. There we go. Staggered his ass. Yeah, no more healing items. Okay. You're mine. And we just blew his friggin' arm off. Alright. Literally using his own giant tail. What the oh, we gotta aim. I see. Ow. Ow. Seriously, this song sounds like Cowboy by a band that I cannot remember the name of. But it's one of my favorite songs from the soundtrack for the movie Hackers. Everything. It was a scene where Sherlock Holmes from the American Sherlock Elementary, he's playing an early build of Wipeout, and they play that song. Oh, this game over. Holy shit. Just turned into a bunch of rocks. What? He's still inside? It was like a mech? Jesus, I thought we were done. Okay, officially this is 10 times more insane than I anticipated. Ow. I wonder if you stagger them while you're flying through the air, does he just lose consciousness and fall? There we go. Alright, he is kind of just falling like a stone. I'm kind of like speechless here. What do I even do? I can't believe that counted as a precision dodge. Come on, come on, come on! This is close. I got no more healing items. He's almost dead. I mean, it kind of ups the stakes and makes this a million times more epic. There we go. And with him stunned, Brimstone. Ah, it took a major chunk off. Holy shit. Just wailing on him. Oh. Got me caught in an animation. You caught me monologuing. There we go. Ooh, good thing. I accidentally hit the triangle button plus the circle. Jeez. What? Yeah, what is that?
From the Mother Crystal.
Is it gonna power me up?
You can do it.
Oh my god. Did we get a new ability? We were getting armor? Big fists. This is so sick. That was fucking sick. That was really sick. Oh my god. That was so sick. That was absolutely sick. Whew. 2 Earthen Furies. Okay. We better be getting a blade upgrade. Oh my god. Wait, what? I'm confused. Did we just go through the whole planet? You can summon a flaming sword? That's so sick. Whoa. He turned to stone. Turn to stone. That guy. Genova?
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted
Wait, it
with
is
worthless
Ultima?
human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished.
So has he just
With
fully
every
taken over
sip you
Joshua
take,
now?
You grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Samesies.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Okay, this guy has to be an alien. These crystals are extraterrestrial. That guy is from space. That's... I'm locking that in as my guess, for sure.
Joshua.
Oh man. So yeah, I thought Joshua had him inside him, and I don't even know now.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
What role do you play, dude? Because you know a lot more.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
Okay, Odin.
But Mythos is stronger.
So he's even in on it.
5 years that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
I mean... Loading crystal? Oh, I got one in my eye.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Okay, I honestly thought that whole place just got completely, like, leveled after all that. The Dragoons. Gonna check
Some
out
medicine,
Dion
my lord?
Mustard.
I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin.
Isn't
or
she
you'll
the
feel
one
back
from
of
the
my
city?
hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope.
So he's Sir Loris.
Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
All sorts of notifications on the phone now. Goodness. Hello, you can see my setup. Okay. Nearly made it the entire stream without any notifications.
Maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault. Our soldiers would advance to meet them.
It's definitely
cutting
making my
across
phone
the Central
hot, though.
Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming
Oh, they've
Tonside.
got bridge.
And so the capital
Okay.
would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Oh, that's true.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Uh-oh.
Olivier has been made emperor.
Wait, what? What happened to the old dude?
What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah!
Okay. Some political intrigue happening?
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Uh-oh.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
But not us, apparently. Dang it. Wow. Okay, and that's just off the map. Alright, well. I feel that is a good place to leave it for now. We've been streaming for almost 3 total hours. I knew we were at least going to get to the Kupka fight. I didn't know how long it was going to be, but hey, that works out in the end. So, well, that will be it. Other than the one scammer about an hour ago. It was a pretty calm one, just myself. But hey, that's fine. God, that was still one of the most incredible fights ever. Did not expect it. It was 3 phases. The one that I was like, okay, and I was like, this is just it, because we already fought him. And it's like, nope. He's super big. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And then, oh, endlessly falling again. Turns into just a whole nother thing. Awesome. And the whole Sonic the Hedgehog section, I mean, it seriously felt like playing one of the new modern Sonics. Oh. Anywho, thanks for checking this out if you're looking at the VOD over on YouTube or anything. And yeah, we will be streaming again very soon. Until then, adios.